So again, welcome everybody to our exploring the use of mudra in stress management and yoga. We have a beautiful, rainy, thundery kind of a day outside, so sometimes that can be a really nice backdrop for a yoga practice. So we're just going to embrace that today. So today's practice is going to be done seated, which means that you can sit in a chair. If you want to sit on the floor, you're welcome to do that. And if you feel like lying in bed or on the floor for this practice, you're welcome to do that as well. Everything that we're going to do is modifiable. So let's begin with a little centering. Go ahead and find yourself in a comfortable seat. Start to feel the feet on the ground, your sit bones on the surface beneath you. And then just begin to invite a little bit of length to come into the body. So you're sitting a little taller. Let your hands rest with the palms down and close the eyes. And as you're breathing, just begin to let your awareness move from the busy outside external world that's full of stimulation coming from all directions. Let your awareness move from that space to a more inward place, to a quieter, more peaceful place. And as you breathe, start to feel the exhale and the quality of letting go that comes with the exhale and how that helps to ground us. It helps to root us. So when we sit or work with the hands facing down, there's a grounding effect to that. So energetically, palms down is symbolic of palms connecting to the earth, and that gives us this feeling of being rooted and grounded. So as you move your awareness now up the legs into the pelvis, just take a moment to feel your lower belly moving as you breathe. So we're just kind of buzzing through these chakras that we learned about in our last series as we center here. So the root chakra, now the sacral chakra as the low belly is breathing. And then bring your awareness to the solar plexus, that belly button, the power center in the body, and just start to feel like as you're breathing, you're using the strength of your belly to breathe with a little bit more intention. So the inhale is expanding the belly, and the exhale is drawing the navel in to squeeze the breath out. So we've taken a moment to root and to ground, and now we're just trying to create a little stabilization around that through the belly strength. And now from here, we'll invite in our rise. So go ahead and turn the palms so they're facing up. When we turn the palms in this gesture of the hands facing up, this is about receiving energy. So if we're feeling like we need to ground, it's palms down. If we feel like we're needing a bit more energy, a bit more lift in our lives, then we go palms up. And that is a receptive gesture of energy. So as you inhale, feel that rise in the body as you lift the rib cage off of the pelvis and feel the shoulders rocking onto the back and a nice length coming into the neck. Take a moment just to breathe here and just imagine you're receiving nourishment and energy from what's going on outside right now, the rain and the thunder. It's almost like a clearing or a washing away of that which no longer serves us. It's like taking a shower. So let yourself just receive the energy of that as you're breathing. Good, and let's bring the hands now together at the center of the chest. So we're going to do a little exercise here to warm up the hands and get that energy flowing through the hands, okay? So what we're going to do is 3 fairly vigorous claps. So we'll take a deep breath, bring the hands together. On the inhale, just bring the hands apart, and as you exhale, just clap. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. We'll do that 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. And then just rub those hands together. So we're warming up these hands, and we're going to rub the tops of the hands. And then fingers, between the fingers, just rub to warm that up a little bit. And then take the hands and just bring them fairly close together, but without touching the palms together. And just see if you can feel, as you close your eyes, see if you can feel the energy that's moving into those hands. So that's the energy of those 72,000 energy channels coming together. That's the power of the hands. And remember, from our chakra exploration, the hands are actually an extension of the heart. So the arms and the hands are the space from which we serve. Feel that energy in the hands. That's what we're going to be working with as we move through these next several weeks in our mudra practice. Excellent. So just take a moment now to wiggle the fingers. We're going to bring the palms together at heart center. Now this is our Anjali Mudra. Anjali Mudra is a mudra of offering. It's a mudra of reverence and a mudra of honoring. So this mudra is used in prayer, as I'm sure you are familiar with. It's also used when we are acknowledging other people. It's used as a greeting. And it's also used as just moving the awareness inward to listen to the heart and what the heart wants to express. So gently pressing the palms together, take the thumbs into the breastbone and feel the thumbs just nudge the chest up a little higher. If you remember through our energy body exploration last session, the thumbs are the energy channel of the fire element. So as we gently touch the thumbs to the heart space, we can imagine that we're igniting the qualities of the heart with that fire. Igniting the qualities of love and support, compassion, empathy, and gratitude. Now from here, we're going to inhale the hands forward and up over the head. And then as you exhale, just float the hands back down to heart center. And let's just do this a couple times. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're starting to move the energy through the shoulders and the arms a little bit. Let's do just one more of these. And drop it back down. Now from here, you can float your hands back down to your lap. Now remember, if you're feeling like you need to ground a little bit more, in other words, your energy's kind of scattered, you're feeling overwhelmed, you can let your hands rest with the palms facing down. If you're feeling a little sluggish and stagnant and you want a little bit more energy today, go ahead and turn the palms to rest up. Now on your next inhale, get nice and long through the spine. And as you exhale, let your right ear drift toward your right shoulder. Let yourself feel a gentle stretch in the left side of the neck. Feeling the breath move. And then on an inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, take the left ear toward the left shoulder. Starting to feel the release of any tension in the neck and shoulders. Inhale your way back to center. And on your exhale, drop your chin toward your chest. Feeling the back of the neck stretch and lengthen. As you're ready, make your way back to center. Take a moment just to relax. Feel the breath move. Now we're going to do one more stretch here for the neck and the throat. So inhale to find your long spine. On your exhale, turn your head to the left. See if you can look over your left shoulder. Maybe even take the eyes behind you. So it's like you're moving the eyes to the left as well. And then back off about halfway. So turn the head back forward about 50% and then drop the chin toward the collarbone. So we're moving this stretch a little bit deeper into the base of the neck. Let yourself breathe here. Feeling that release as the shoulders get a little heavier, and relax the jaw. And then on an inhale, bring it back to center. And on your exhale, turn the head to the right. Just let yourself turn as far as you're comfortable turning to the right. Looking over that right shoulder, taking the eyes to the right. And then on an inhale, come back toward front about halfway. And then feel the chin drop toward the collarbones. Letting the breath move here. Taking that stretch deeper into the base of the neck on the left side. When you feel ready, lift the chin, bring it back to center. We'll take another inhale through the crown of the head, lengthening up, and then as you exhale, just drop that chin down. When you're ready, come back to center. And just feel the breath move. Beginning already to let those exhalations be a release of tension. Now, if your palms are resting face up, go ahead and turn them down for this next little series of movements. So on your inhale, let the shoulders shrug. Really press into those hands and straighten the arms and spread the fingers. And then on your exhale, relax the shoulders, relax the elbows, relax the fingers. We're going to do this again, a little shrug here. This time, I want you to lift the hands, lace the fingers together, press the palms forward, and round the shoulders, and just drop the head a little bit. We're going to take a big breath in, and then on your exhale, just let everything relax. Letting the palms rest, face up, shoulders relax, fingers relax. Let's do another shrug on the inhale, and this time take the arms wide, palms up, shoulders roll back. Big inhale. And then exhale, just let it all soften back to center. Palms down. Let your shoulders begin to move in circles. Take 2 or 3 in each direction. Let the breath drive the movement. Keep an awareness, a subtle awareness around the energy of the hands as we move through our practice today. Now we're going to come back to our Anjali Mudra, pressing the palms together. This is also often called prayer mudra. And we're going to spin our prayer wheel. This is a great way to release tension in the fingers and the wrists. So what we're going to do is drop the fingers forward and then flip the hands so the tops of the hands come together. The elbows are wide. And then bring the fingers toward you. Now, as the fingers start to move back up, we flip the palms again so that we're back in our prayer mudra. So we're just going to do this a few times. Fingers forward, flipping the hands so the backs of the hands come together. Elbows are wide. We bring the fingers in toward the heart space. And then as the fingers move up, we flip back, palms together. So let yourself take a couple more of these, just wiggling those wrists. A little gentle pressure of the hands toward one another as you roll the wrists. And then we're going to go the other direction. So it's the same idea, only this time fingers move toward you, and then the hands flip. And then you roll the fingers away from you. As the fingers come back up, we come to the palms. So we're just going to roll in that opposite direction, spinning this prayer wheel. Excellent. Now go ahead and take a moment to wiggle those fingers. Give the hands a little shake and relax the hands down into your lap. Now from here, we're going to move into our knees to chest pose. So you might find that you need to slide forward a little bit in your chair to sit more comfortably. So on your inhale, find some length in the spine. And as you exhale, take your right knee and bring it in toward your body. So you can bring your hands behind your thigh or to the shin and fold the leg in any amount. Begin to move the ankle around. So we're going to take a couple of circles in each direction. It's really interesting to think about the feet and how similar they are to the hands. And those 72,000 energy channels that we talked about in our last series exist in the feet as well. So they need lots of attention too. When you're ready, go ahead and release that right foot back down to the ground. Take an inhale to get tall. And on your exhale, guide the left knee into the body. And it's the same. You can go behind the thigh if you have knee issues. You can go to the shin if your knees are healthy. And we're just going to move that left foot around, taking a couple of circles in each direction, wiggling out any kinks, pointing and flexing, and wiggling those toes. When you feel ready, simply release the left foot back to the ground. Now we're going to take a twist. So if you're going to cross the legs today, you can take your right leg and cross it over your left leg. Now we're going to take the left hand onto the knee And today we're going to do that prayer mudra, or Anjali mudra, but we're only going to use one hand. So sometimes we use one hand, sometimes we use both hands. So I want you to feel your thumb, that fire element, igniting the heart space, lifting or nudging the chest up a little higher. And then as you exhale, turn your body to the right and feel like that right thumb is nudging the heart to the right. And guide the head to the right and maybe the eyes. Excellent. When you're ready, unwind the body, release the hands, uncross the legs if the legs are crossed. Go ahead and sit nice and tall. And then on your next exhale, find that in-breath, cross the legs if you're crossing the legs. The right hand's going to come to the knee. The left thumb comes to the center of the chest, back in our Anjali mudra, nudging the heart up to find that rise, nudging the heart to the left as we twist. Twisting from the low belly, the rib cage, the shoulders, finally the head, and letting the eyes move to the left as well. Taking a few breaths here in our twist. And when you feel ready, coming back to center, release the hands, unwind the legs. Now from here, we're going to move into a modified variation of Cobra pose using our Anjali mudra. So start with the hands at heart center. Inhale as you reach the arms out, around, and up. Exhale, float the hands back to the heart. Now feel your feet press into the ground. Draw the navel in to support that lower back. Feel the thumbs press into the heart center. Nudge the chest up. Roll the shoulders back. Take the head back and feel your seated cobra pose. Feel your strong spine and feel the support of the thumbs to the heart space. Feel the heart space breathing. So chest rising and falling underneath those fingers. And then when you feel ready, work your way back to a neutral spine. Inhale the arms forward and up. Exhale, float the hands back down. Let the hands come onto your thighs. Start to slide your hands forward. Find your way into your forward bend. So maybe you're here at this sort of halfway point where you're shifting and hinging forward without dropping the head too much. That's option number one. Option number two is to cross the forearms, let the forearms rest on the thighs, and relax into that a little bit. The head can hang a little heavier here if you'd like. Or you can even let your arms slide down the legs and fold a little deeper. So as you're resting here, just let yourself find the breath between the shoulder blades. Find the breath in the back ribs. And then wherever you are, see if you can find your Anjali mudra with the hands gently pressing together. This mudra is used to show respect. It's used as a humbling of oneself and as a surrender to the greatness of life. It has calming and centering benefits. It facilitates a connection to the heart and the central channel, that Sushumna Nadi that we've been discussing in our energy exploration. Invoking feelings of humility, reverence, and devotion. When you feel ready, go ahead and draw the belly in. Start to rise up with your Anjali Mudra. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, let the hands float back to the heart space. And then relax the hands back down into your lap. Again, if you're feeling like you need a little bit more energy, palms up. If you feel like you want to ground, go palms down. Let's take one more little stretch here. So this time I'm going to have you take your feet further apart. So we're bringing the feet a little bit wider. Press the feet into the ground. So we're going to get into the hips a little bit here. You're going to bring your hands back to this Anjali Mudra. As you inhale, reach forward and up. And then as you exhale, go ahead and start to come into that fold again. So you might find that you're here where you're hinging forward. The palms are at the heart center, nudging the chest to rise as you fold. Maybe you're getting your elbows onto your thighs. This is a nice place to be. You can even rest your chin on your fingers. Or if you want even more, you're going to nudge your elbows inside of your thighs. Press your hands into one another. Press the elbows against the legs. See if you can get a little deeper stretch here. Let the head relax with the chin resting on those fingers. So this is a really good hip stretch. Let yourself take a few breaths here. If you'd like to float the hands all the way down to the ground, you can do that. If you want to let the head relax a little bit more, just find a gentle ease in your stretch. Draw the navel in so there's still this little bit of intention in the belly as we come into this deep forward fold. Now when you're ready, draw the navel in. Slowly roll yourself all the way back up to seated, one vertebrae at a time. Feel yourself unwind. Coming into your posture, reach the arms out, around, and up. And then exhale, let the hands float back down. Let's take a moment here to wiggle those feet back to a neutral position. And drop the head in this reverence, this bowing inward. Feel the thumbs making contact with the breastbone, stoking the gentle fire of the heart. Let yourself take a few breaths. Feel the heart space moving, expanding on the inhale, softening, relaxing back to center on the exhale. When you feel ready, if you'd like to elevate your legs today, go ahead and take your second chair or your footstool, or if you want to use a ball, I like to use an exercise ball. Go ahead and let yourself get comfortable for our progressive relax. Take the time to feel yourself adjusting the body so that you can relax as much as possible. And if you'd like to have a blanket or something to snuggle up in or under, do that if you feel like you need a little extra warmth. Because it's hard to relax if you aren't warm. As you get comfortable, feel yourself just recline into that support underneath you. And if you're wanting to lie flat on the floor for progressive relaxation or in a bed, that is also a great option. So just take some time to get comfortable. Let your hands relax in a comfortable position. So again, grounding is palms down. Receiving energy is palms up. So decide what feels most appropriate for you at this point in your practice today. And then go ahead and close your eyes and let your awareness drop into that breath process. Once again, just feeling the inhale, the expansion that comes with that in-breath. And as you exhale, connecting to that quality of release, letting go. Really letting yourself zero in on the quality of release. And feeling that translate to a relaxation response in your physical body. So you're feeling a softness move in, feeling a sense of ease move into the body. With each out breath, letting yourself settle and sink a little bit more into that support. And for just a moment, bring your awareness to your hands. Just take a moment to notice any sensations in the hands. Notice if there's any tingling or twitching or warmth, heat. What are the sensations in the hands? Notice any energetic sensations. And just let yourself relax the fingers, the palms, and the wrists. And then begin to shift the awareness to the other parts of your body. Use the exhalations to let go. Take a moment to notice any sensations in the toes, in the feet. And take a deep breath. And as you exhale, feel the feet relax a little bit more. Feel a softness in the arches of the feet, in the heels, in the ankles. Keep the breath moving. Keep the exhales as your point of focus. And feel the weight of your legs. Surrender to the support beneath them as you relax the lower legs, the knee joints, the upper legs, and the hips. And let's come back to the hands again. Noticing the sensations there now. Using the breath to let go a little bit more. If you have your palms facing down, Maybe you decide you'd like to flip them now and just let them relax in that receiving position with the palms up. Let the fingers, the wrists, and the palms soften. And feel the weight of your arms surrender to that support beneath you. Relax a little bit more through the elbows and the shoulders. Feel your pelvis supported by that surface beneath you, and use your exhales to really let go there. Feel yourself just sink into your chair or your mat, softening the muscles of the buttocks and the lower belly, and inviting a sense of ease into the organs of the pelvis. Inviting a sense of ease into the organs of the abdominals. Let your awareness now move to the rib cage and just feel as you breathe in that expansion all the way around the body. And as you breathe out, just feel that sense of letting go. Lungs gently breathing, and the heart gently beating. Feel the shoulder blades melting, the heart space open, chest gently rises and falls. Guide your awareness now to the tailbone. And just sort of let your awareness meander up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Just letting the spine surrender to that support as you relax the back body a little bit more. Let that sense of ease move into the neck as you soften a little bit more through the throat. Let the awareness move to the face, noticing any sensations there. Inviting a softness into the jaw. Softening any clenching of the teeth. And letting the tongue rest in your lower mouth, away from the upper palate. Feel the lips soften, the cheeks and the temples. And soften the eyeballs into their sockets and the lids of the eyes. Relaxed. Feel the eyebrows and the forehead relax. Imagine a softening of the inner ear in this very quiet space, the ear lobes. And feel the breath gently move in and out of the nasal passages. Imagine that brain resting quietly in the back of the skull. And now bring your awareness back to the hands. Let the awareness come to the thumbs, the energy channel of fire, the energy channel of the sun. The same energy of the solar plexus chakra at the navel center, the personal power, self-worth, and self-esteem. The color is yellow. You can imagine the tip of your thumb glowing bright yellow, warm with that fire. And now bring your awareness to the index fingers, the energy channel of the air element, movement, the energy of movement, the energy of sound. Letting your awareness also meet the energy of the throat chakra, that same energy of communication, deeply listening and speaking your truth. The color is blue. Visualizing a blue glow emanating from the index finger. And now bring your awareness to the middle fingers, the energy of ether. Feeling a spaciousness in the mind. The energy of ether is space. Letting your awareness hover around the third eye space at the center of the forehead. And taking the awareness now to the ring finger, the energy of the earth element, of your being connected and rooted to this planet with all of your basic needs provided for. The same energy as the root chakra, the base of the perineum, through the legs and the feet. The color is red. Taking a moment to honor our connection to the earth. And finally, bringing your awareness to the pinky fingers, the energy channel of water, of being in the flow of life. Connected to the energy of the sacral chakra, the pelvic bowl, and the energy of creativity and passion. The color is orange. Imagining the pinky fingers lighting up with the color of orange. And you can imagine these energy channels moving from each of those energy centers in the chakras, the 7 primary chakras, flowing to their corresponding channels in the hands. Letting the awareness hover in the energy of the hands. So powerful. And when you feel ready, on an exhale, begin to wiggle the fingers. Take a moment to move the wrists. Wiggle the fingers, move the ankles. Slowly begin to move the head. Maybe turning the head from side to side and wiggling the jaw. And then, if your legs are elevated, with as little disruption to the nervous system as possible, bring the feet off of that support. Find them back on the ground. Take a moment to establish your seat once again, sitting nice and tall in the chair, or if you're working on the mat, make your way slowly in your own time back up to seated. Hands can rest palms down to stay grounded, or palms up to find more rise. Inhale, feel the expansion of that breath container. And on your exhale, bring the hands back together at heart center. We'll inhale the hands forward and up one more time. And as you exhale, float the hands back to heart center. Let the head bow. Coming back to this place of reverence, this place of honoring. As we consider the word namaste. Namaste is sort of a universal greeting in the yoga tradition. And it means that we're honoring one another, and we're honoring the connection that we all have, that divine connection, and how that divine, the divinity that exists in each of us is what makes us one. As we finish in this Anjali Mudra, this Mudra of reverence and offering, I honor the light in each of you, that same light that exists in me, that connects us, that makes us one. Thank you so much for being here with me today and for letting me guide you through this practice. Namaste.